Hello, my wonderful art students. Today, first grade will be drawing your favorite animal. Second grade, you're gonna ask someone what their favorite animal is and then draw it. Third grade, you're gonna ask someone about their favorite holiday or tradition and then draw it. And a tradition is something you do like a lot, like every Thanksgiving, we write down in a notebook like something we're thankful for the year. And then fourth grade, you're gonna draw your favorite part of a book that you've read, and then you're gonna tell someone why it's your favorite. And fifth grade, you're gonna ask someone about their favorite part of a book that they've read, and then you're gonna draw what they described. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna be using a mechanical pencil like the one that you got in your AMI packet. I'll be using copy paper today, but you can use the lined paper that came in your AMI packet if you don't have a blank sheet of white paper at home. I'm going to start by writing out each grade level and what they're doing today. I'm also going to write the date, and oops, it is still March, not 4 quite yet. So 3/30/20, we are almost done with March. While I'm writing these out, I just want to take a moment to talk with you guys about our website. So as you look around our art page, you're going to see a lot of different things that you can have access to. I've got different things for art history and books that are read to you. There's also art challenges and other different things that you can take advantage of while you're at home. On our web page too, you'll see that there's a button you can tap that'll take you to a way to contact me. You will have to have an email address for that, but it's good for if you have any questions or ideas since I can't talk with you regularly. Let's start out by drawing the ground. Remember, nature is not perfect, so your ground does not need to be a perfectly straight line. I like to use hills. First grade, I'm going to begin with you guys. You're to draw your favorite animal. My favorite animal is the cat. So I'm going to start out with a wide U shape, and I'm going to extend the U a little taller, and then I'm going to bring 2 lines down that look kind of like a triangle, but not quite there yet because it's not closed. Then I'm going to connect it with an arch. My kitty is going to have beady eyes, and you'll draw its nose with an upside down triangle, and then a letter J and a backwards J for the mouth. I'm going to put 3 whiskers on each side, and then draw a little start of a triangle on the inside of the ear as well. Now for the legs, we'll draw a line down and curve it out for its paw. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Don't bring the line all the way back up because that's where it connects to the body. We're going to draw the cat sitting. So I'm going to draw its knees out to the side and then its paw. I'll do that on both sides, and I'm going to draw its belly. Then a little tail sticking out. I'm going to draw a zigzag line for some tufts of fur. Second grade, you're supposed to be drawing someone else's favorite animal. I asked my little boy Hayden what his favorite animal was, and he told me Sonic the Hedgehog. So instead of drawing Sonic, I'm just going to draw a little hedgehog. So I started out with some jagged lines going towards the back, and then his face is just a little, kind of a U shape. It dips in a little bit where the nose is though. I'm going to give him a little hand and put him on a rock. And then I'm going to add other jagged lines to show the texture because hedgehogs are really pointy. And that is it for the hedgehog. Now, my favorite part of a book I've read. So I'm going to do one that we've done together in class this year. So I'm going to draw a picture from the dot. And I actually like when Vashti draws, or paints rather, the big dot without painting the dot. So she actually paints the background around it to create her dot. So that's what I'm going to be creating here. I started out by drawing a rectangle for the canvas and then a circle in the middle to show where that dot empty space would be. And then I'm going to color with my pencil around it. If you have markers, crayons, colored pencils at home, you can definitely use it to fill in the canvas part of the picture. In the book The Dot, Vashti's signature was very important, so I'm going to make sure that's at the bottom. It's a good detail. And I'm going to draw Vashti out to the side. So I'm looking at a little picture of her so I can make sure to get the details correct. So I'm going to start out with a sleeve, and it's like a rectangle. And then I'm going to draw the other part of her shirt, which is like a rectangle that doesn't connect. I'm going to add the shorts. And I don't draw all of the other short because this is a side view. I'm going to draw her leg and foot. And then I want her to be holding a paintbrush to show that she has been working on this painting. Now for her hair, it was a little crazy in the book, so it's straight hair that sticks down on the side, but then like sticks straight up at the top where her bangs are. And then she's got a bigger nose that pops out, and then she's got a very simple eye and a kind of a half grin, not a full smile. With the paintbrush, I'm going to make it where it's dripping. Little drips coming off of it to show that her artwork is fresh. And then she can just have her other hand in her pocket. Okay, third grade, you were supposed to draw someone's favorite holiday or tradition. And I'm going to go ahead, the one I mentioned at the beginning was our Thankful book. So I'm just going to draw a picture of our Thankful book with a pencil. So I'm starting out with a rectangle, and then I draw like an L that's been flipped sideways to make my book look three-dimensional. Then I'm writing the title that's on the outside of it, Book of Thanks. And I want to show some pages inside, so I'm just going to draw a few lines on the inside and then a line where they end. And we don't have a special pen or pencil or anything, but I'm just going to add a little pencil beside it to show that it's a book that we can write in. Okay, so the fifth graders are supposed to be drawing someone else's favorite part of a book, and my children love Know David, and they pretty much like everything Know David does. So I'm not going to draw anything specific that he's doing other than being himself. So start out with a big circle, draw a letter C and a backwards C for his ears, then a curved line with a really big curved line connecting the ends. His teeth are kind of like rectangles, and his teeth are they have a certain spacing to them. So I'm looking at a picture as I'm drawing him to try to get the spacing right. I'm going to color in his mouth. David's eyes are very simple circles. The spacing is important. Then his eyebrows, he's got one kind of down and the other raised up like he's curious and mischievous. His hair's a little messy, like straight lines that are messy. Then his nose makes a curved triangle shape. So notice how I curved the ends of my line. It doesn't quite connect either. Then you got two circles for his nostrils. His body is pretty simple. You got two lines for his neck, and then the body itself is an oval. And mine's going off my paper, so if you can get a full oval, great. I'm going to draw two lines for an arm, and I haven't really figured out what he's going to be holding yet. And then I'm going to add his hand. His fingers are kind of grouped together. I'm looking at a picture to make sure I get his details down for you correctly. And then two lines curve this way. His hand's going off my paper. He wears a striped shirt. It's got blue and white stripes. And I think I am just going to have him holding a sign that says, Know David. Since our characters are outside, I'm going to add some clouds. I'm going to add a frame to Vashti's painting, because that was another important detail in the book, the dot. Having them framed and signed. Now the sun. It's a pretty day. Thank you for drawing with me. I'll be back tomorrow.